Hi, it's Pat Gillis here, and welcome to 28 in 28. One of the words that I try never to use when I'm teaching people how to ride is anything to do with the word pull. I really think that we should avoid, at all costs, pulling back on the horse's mouth. It does cause the horse discomfort if we yank on the horse's mouth. Now, sometimes people will argue with me and they'll say, well, that can't be true because the horse will yank the reins out of my hands sometimes, and I find horses usually do that as a self-defense thing. But regardless, when a horse yanks the reins out of the rider's hands, he has sort of set himself up. He's clenched his teeth, he's got the bit where he can hold on to it, and then he braces up and then he yanks. That's a different thing than a horse that's got the bit just lying in his mouth, trusting us, and all of a sudden we take a good hard pull. So there's three purposes for the reins. It either allows the energy to go through the horse, it directs the energy where we want the energy to go, or it doesn't allow the energy to go through. Those are really the only three main reasons that we have the reins, right? And the word pull just ends up being it's a very crude way to ride. As human beings, we're so hand orientated, right? So we drive a car, we use our hands. When we ride a bicycle, we use our hands, and so it's really easy to kind of slip into that thing with the horse, right? But the horse's mouth is very sensitive, and the more you can ride the part of the horse that you sit on, the better off the horse is as well. Remember, we go back to the fact that the horse has no vocal response to pain, and so if we all of a sudden pull really hard on a horse's mouth, that can be quite painful for a horse. I always feel like our goal should be that we want the horse to trust our heads. I'm laughing because when I first started this, he was scared to death of the camera, and now he's all about wanting to get his close up, which is pretty funny. Anyway, so this is Dallas, by the way. I should have introduced you. Sorry, Dallas. If you start young horses, you rarely find horses with a hard mouth. It is we that make them so, mouth. I mean, some of them will be stronger than others, just the same as they are on the ground. Some horses are a little bit pushier or whatever than others, but generally speaking, if you can start a horse such that he doesn't fear the rider's hands, you end up with a horse that has a much softer mouth. So that's it for today. Remember to thank your horse. Talk to you tomorrow. Thanks.